Hey, everybody, welcome back. We're back from our hiatus and ready to give you guys another installment of Three
Guys,
Eating.
So, today's installment brings us here to Elijah's Cafe in Woodville. Now, this is an interesting episode because this is the first time we've been to one where there's more than one location of the place that we're spotlighting. There's locations of Elijah's in Newton, Jasper, and here in merry old Woodville. And today we're going to be tabulating and figuring the ins and outs of their good old-fashioned home-style cheeseburger and their specialty, the Quesadilla Burger. So hop right in and join us for the fun.
We'd like to thank our sponsor this week, Riley Funeral Home, here in Woodville, Texas. Go down and see Melissa and Bradley, and they can meet your afterlife needs. But they've been a long time fixture in Woodville, and we are very proud that they're sponsoring Elijah's. And just so you know, y'all wish Caleb happy date anniversary, because that's why we missed last week. He had to go on his little anniversary trip with his beautiful bride, and she's been putting up with him for like 10 years. So she's pretty special. When you see her at Parker's, you tell her how much y'all pray for her.
Give that woman a medal if so inclined.
so first we're going to do is check the weight, so let's get right to that. We'll be right back. Start off with first bite impressions, starting with the homestyle burger, guys. So bottoms up, and here we go. So for texture, for the homestyle, I'm gonna give it a 5. The reason is it was amazing. It was the bread was toasted just right. It wasn't over toasted, wasn't under toasted, wasn't super crunchy, but it had just enough crunch to make you realize, this was toasted. The meat itself had a nice crisp to the end of it. All the vegetables were super fresh, so they had that crisp to it. Nothing was soggy. Did eat it a little bit sooner than some of the other burgers we've tried in the past, so that might be why. But they had all the vegetables on top of the meat. Not super greasy. Actually, really enjoyable. So for me, I'm giving it a 5. Chris, what are you going to give it?
My gut instinct, excuse me, was to give it a 4, but I'm going to go with a 5 as well. That I've had time to take a couple of bites, so solid 5.
Well, I'm gonna make it a true sweet. It's a 5. It for everything Caleb said, man. And guess what? Just so you can have a little flashback moment, the onion was perfect.
All right, I didn't even get any onion in that bite. I will try again here in a minute.
Okay, on the taste, I'm gonna go with a 4. Really good taste. Just not the best thing I've ever eaten in my life, but really a good burger. Hadn't had any problem with wanting to go back and grab another bite of it. So, I think overall I'm gonna give it a 4. The blend of the onions, the tomato, everything is cut just right, and the thickness of the patty, you can still taste that meat through all of the vegetables. So that's a good thing. What do you think?
I'm going to give it a 4. It was pretty delicious.
4 for me, too. So for the Elijah's Homestyle cheeseburger, my overall impression on this one is a high 4. It was a good burger and kind of tastes like something that I would make at the house. I mean, it even had that nice kind of grilled char taste to it, so a high 4 for overall.
I'm also going to give it a 4 for overall. Same reasoning. It's delicious. Its texture was amazing. Presentation was good. Not extravagant or anything like that, which is what you run into with home styles in general. But for that reason, I'm giving it a 4.
And I'll complete that sweep as well, a 4. For the same reasons. It's there. It's a good burger. Definitely would come back and order it again, but it's not over the top exceptional. So
All right, next up is the Quesadilla Burger, and we're going to be trying that with our first bite impressions. And bottoms up, you guys, and it looks delicious. And I don't have to stretch my jaw too far this time.
Alrighty, so now that we've had a chance to gobble into the house specialty Quesadilla Burger, I'm going to start off with the texture category on this one. And I'm going to give this one a high 4, like a 4.8, 4.9, because I'm a taco fanatic. Like, I love anything in a tortilla. Not so crazy about quesadillas, but the good toast on the quesadilla here, and the quality of the meat and everything, it was an interesting contrast. And you get kind of that taco taste with the toppings and everything. So it's a really good kind of midpoint between a good taco and a good burger. So texture-wise, everything fires on all cylinders, like a high 4, almost a 5.
For texture, I'm going to give it a 3. Not bad. For the simple fact that it's extremely soggy. Not that can be helped because of the flavor, but for the purpose of texture, I'm giving it a 3.
I think I'm going to go with a 3. I was going to give it a 4, but the more I chewed on it, the more soggy it got, and I do like the crisp on the tortilla, but it can't overcome the sogginess of and I think what Chris said with the between the taco and the burger, it doesn't know exactly what it wants to be.
So for taste, I'm gonna give it a 5. It was an amazing taste. The pico in it really stood out to me. Really popped. If you're on a low carb diet, this is probably a good burger to eat. But at this point, you might as well be eating a taco, because it really, to me, it tastes a lot like a taco that you'd get from a generic stand somewhere. But other than that, it tastes more like a taco than a burger, but it's still delicious. So I'm giving it a 5. Chris, what'd you think?
For taste, I'm gonna have to give this one a 4 as well. I'm still wrapping my mind and taste buds around it. Is it a taco? Is it a burger? It's really good though, but a solid 4, high 4.
Give us on taste, definitely a 4. No, we'll go with the 5 because it's right there on that borderline. It's and I'm like Chris, my taste buds kind of aren't real sure what they're eating, but it's good. They know they like it. So there you go. So 5. Okay, overall. On the overall, I'm going to give it a 4. It's extremely soggy, and it runs down your arms, which some people say is a good thing, but it's just kind of with me, I love the toast on the tortilla, and the Mexican flavors that really pop out of there. It's a really good burger, and I'd come back and get it again. So overall, I'm going to give it a 4. The burger itself is it's really good. So what do you think, Caleb?
I'm going to give it a 5. I think it was delicious and unique compared to anything else. Even the one at Gigi's. I mean, that one's unique too, but this is definitely different compared to every other burger that we've seen. So, 5 for that.
A high 4 again. It was unique, and I like that, and I probably will get this one again. Mine wasn't as soggy as these two guys were, but it was a little soggy. But a high 4.
Okay, so we're going to tabulate this up, and we'll be right back with you with the results.
All right, so the overall score ended up being a whopping 3.8 for the homestyle burger and a 4.1 for the quesadilla burger. So yeah, pretty delicious burgers overall, amazing, and we want to thank our sponsor, Riley Funeral Home, for sponsoring us for this episode. And give them a call at 409-283-8131 for all your afterlife needs. Other than that, closing remarks, fellas?
We'd also like to thank Elijah's for hosting Three Guys Eating again, and we want to encourage everyone, come on out, do your own scoring, give us a little shout out on Facebook. Let us know what you think about the burgers. We've been to several places so far. We got several more to go, and we look forward to being with you again next week.
Thank you all for tuning in to another installment of 3
Guys, eating.